how do Virgos generate money? And that is by relaxing the mind. And how Virgos relax the mind is meditation, yoga, exercise, going to the gym, working out. Without this ability to relax the mind, Virgos cannot make the money. They have to have a time in their day or week or whatever where they're doing something that relaxes them completely. And that is normally doing something with the body. That's normally meditating, doing yoga, gym, like I said before. It's imperative for Virgo to implement this into their life so that they can achieve, because that relaxation helps them to take the burden off, and then they can go again. Number 2, mental challenges. The reason why Virgo need mental challenges, because their analytical brain, they love it. They love mental challenges. So in their job, they must have jobs that allow them to really put a lot of mental effort in. Like they have to feel tired with their mind. You know, it's important. If they're doing something that they can't raise their value. They can't get a raise, get a pay rise, push their business to the highest degree. They must do things that they struggle mentally with so that they can learn to overcome it. And then when they overcome that problem, then they actually can benefit from the problem that they've overcome and give it to other people, whichever way it may be. But mental challenges is key, believe me. Specific information. Specific information is so key for Virgo. If they don't have, what I would say is that if they're focusing too much on multiple things, if multiple things is in their mind and they want to do this and they want to think about that and they try to get information about this, that, and the other, they become overwhelmed. So they need to actually be more specific in the information that they're researching or investigating, like 1 or 2 things specifically that will help them, and that will actually increase their knowledge and their their information and their intellect, so they can actually improve their business. They can actually improve on themselves so they can become better in the marketplace, and then they can make more money. It's that simple. And the environment needs to be practical too. I can't spell today. Environment. They need a practical environment, because if it's wishy-washy, if it doesn't make sense, if there's not a practical way to operate, if it's not a practical product, if it's not practically going to help someone, if it's a bit out there or a bit different or a bit like theoretical, it's something that they don't really want to be involved in. They don't want to be in that type of environment. They need a logical, practical environment to be in for them to operate at their best, so that therefore they can make more money. It's that simple for these Virgo signs, and that's how they truly generate money, with the environment that they're in. They need to learn how to act. And what do I mean by learn how to act? Well, Virgos, in life, you need to learn sometimes. You don't have to be fake, but sometimes you just have to act. Sometimes you just have to perform. You have to play a role, so to speak. And sometimes Virgos struggle with this. And it can sometimes limit them from making the financial gains that they should be making, because they're not willing to sacrifice their character just to maybe make a gain. But sometimes, and it's not sacrificing your character, it's more just adapting your character, acting a little bit, putting on a little bit of a role in order to obtain the client, in order to impress somebody, in order to gain attention. Sometimes you have to do that. So with Virgos, they have to implement this in their life, because they are missing out on financial opportunities when they don't. It's really that simple. Progressive partner. They can't be in a relationship with a partner who isn't trying to go forward in their life. If their partner is stagnant, if their partner is lazy, if their partner isn't ambitious, if their partner is makes excuses about their life and everything like that, they actually can't progress themselves. They feel held back because Virgos are very conscientious, and they're going to put a lot of effort into supporting their partner. So if they have a partner they have to constantly support and look after and take care of, it's going to hold them back from them achieving their goals and aspirations in life. So they have to have somebody who's also going to be inspiring to them, or at least is going to be pushing themselves to become what they need to become. Then they will do it. But the Virgos will then also operate in that way too, and then they're not going to be having to think about all of their needs and stuff like that, which will slow them down. So yeah, that is definitely a massive one for Virgo. And Virgo must always take on, always must implement an advisory type of energy, whatever environment they're operating in. Because Virgos have high levels of analytical skill. And when you are very good at analyzing, therefore you can see maybe weaknesses and strengths in people, and maybe you can see how they could do X, Y, and Z to do better. Or maybe you could tell them things that they could potentially avoid as well that could mess them up. So you need to always take on that advisory role, and people really appreciate that. People like you because of that, so people appreciate your knowledge. People can tell that you are aware of what's going on, and you have high levels of awareness. So being an advisor really can help you increase your finances, because you can just be more liked and more respected too. And another one is find the right career. The reason why it's so important for Virgo to find the right career is because if they can be hyper focused or hyper determined or put a lot of effort, and they're very much routine types of people, into the wrong thing, they can very much do this. They can very much waste their time because they're putting all their efforts in the wrong career. They're very much an effort orientated type of person and consistent, and they can waste years doing the wrong thing. So they must put in big effort in their life. They must make sure that they are very, very selective in the career they do that suits them. And this is, if you're want to know what career you want to do, if you're a Virgo and you're unsure of where you should go, what moves you should make, I do astrology readings which truly indicate the career that's actually tailored to your birth chart. I go 100% in making sure you understand and you leave after the reading knowing exactly what you need to do, so therefore you can exactly make the right move. Number 9, how can Virgo generate money? Number 9, I think the best way Virgo can generate money is organized home. They need to do that. They have to. It's a must for them to have an organized home environment, clean, spotless. When I mean spotless, I mean completely spotless from head to toe for a Virgo. They need to be like militarily clean. That's the levels they need to get, because their mind truly operates on a higher scale when their home is on that level. And if you're in a home, somebody who isn't on that level, it's going to be hard for you. If you're in a home where you're not on that level and you procrastinate, or you maybe put things to the side, and that, it's going to be hard for you to achieve, because you're never going to really feel good about yourself, because confidence is based on trust in yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, to have a clean environment, a good environment, how can you trust yourself to actually go outside of your environment and do good? It doesn't make sense. And this is specifically for Virgos. They can't operate in that way. So this is how Virgo generates money. Remember, who you're being is how you generate money. That's how it works. It's not, you can do little things, and there's techniques and there's little shortcuts, etc., etc. But who you are being makes you able to generate more cash. It's that simple, because it's all about frequency and energy. And when all of these things raise your frequency, so you attract the money to you. Have a great day.